Guys, and welcome to another first impressions video by myself. We're going to be looking at PGA Tour 2K21 today, and one of the first things worth noting is that when you get into the game, you have to sign a number of agreements to say that you understand the terms of service, and then you get given this form. Now, these forms can be skipped, but you can do all of the things that they say in their privacy policy. I'm going to skip this for the terms of the video. Now, after you have accepted or skipped the privacy agreement, you can select how you want to play this game. Now, I played with a controller, and I played with my right thumbstick as the swing and the left to move around, but that was just how it was easier than me. It is nice that you can literally switch between mouse and keyboard quite easily. Again, we're going to be sticking with the right stick because that's just easier for me. The controller and mouse keyboard support is really good. Like I say, you can switch between two.
To PGA Tour 2K21. My name is John, and my job is to get you swinging that club like a pro in as little time as possible. Let's crack into it.
So, when you boot in, you are taken through to the tutorial. And you have one of the most annoying and yet simultaneously amazing kind of instructors that you will ever get. He talks really weirdly and he pronounces like the ends of his words. And like I say, it's weird, but at the same time, it's kind of awesome. You can skip the tutorial, but again, for your own personal enjoyment, I think that you should go through the tutorial and complete it, because we on stream today, when I was playing it, had an absolute blast. Once you've done the tutorial and you've gone through all of it, you can then go to your difficulty setting. I think I went with beginner just because reasons, but you can then go to amateur or pro depending on how sort of advanced you are. Now, the reason why I went with beginner was because this is the first actual PGA game that I've played since 2008, which was back in EA days on the Wii. It's surprisingly easy and very kind of cool to get a grip on it. And if you've played the tutorial, once you understand how the wind and the terrain and how the backspin and everything works, it's actually quite easy to get a grip of. So yeah, like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the fact that they do this. They do this on a lot of sports games where they give you an idea of a difficulty setting. They're very good from them. Okay, so once you've chosen what difficulty you want, it will then take you through to design your character. Before we do that and look at some of those options, I'm actually going to go through the graphics settings. It's pretty good at auto-assigning how good your machine is, and I must say that the graphics in this game are absolutely stunning. On the PC downstairs, it actually did everything quite a bit lower. Now, I'm not going to complain if things are a bit lower on this end, because this is a medium spec PC and I don't want to like run it ragged. But downstairs I was able to max everything out to ultra. It looked absolutely stunning and it ran really, really well. It's got a fair amount of graphics options, which is really nice to see. They are a little bit on the simple side, but on a game that looks like it was designed for consoles, with consoles in mind, especially with the full controller support, it is nice to see that these sort of ports and these sort of games have really, really good graphics options. So this is the basic. It seems to default it to high. Push your VSync on automatically, which I'm not going to complain about. It's golf. You don't need massively high FPS. You've got your depth of field, your bloom, your SSAO. It doesn't actually come with motion blur. If it does, the motion blur wasn't really noticeable. Again, it's golf. You're not going to see it. It comes with your anti-aliasing, your full screen, and then you can go to advanced graphics and really start playing around. You've got your render scale, your object detail, your grass quality, your sky quality, your fog quality, everything. Really, really happy with this options menu. It gives you a lot of choices. They do go up to ultra, but so far for a medium range or medium spec PC, which is what I'm currently using, it seems good. It seems good. Alright, and guys, we are at the player creation screen. you've got a lot of options here, which is nice to see. They start you out with some very basic stuff, clothing-wise, but as you progress through the game, you will actually get quite a lot of stuff going through. Now, the player that I've got right here is obviously brand new, because I'm on my Steam account. I don't think I'm using cloud settings. But you can change everything. You can create a first, last name, nationality, handiness, gender, appearance. The appearance, you've got all sorts. Like, the amount of detail that you've got in this is insane. You can just choose a preset if you so desire, if you don't want to spend hours making one. You can do all of your facial features, from your nose to the cheeks, the brow, everything from depth. You can make your character look as close to you as possible, or, as my Twitch chat kept trying to do, make me look like Shrek. I didn't fall for it. I didn't let them. We just carried on. You got your skin, you got your body, you've got everything. Like, it even, and this is a really nice feature, if you change your height, it changes the weight to be, like, optimal for that. Like, obviously you can change your weight, then later you can make yourself fatter, thinner, whatever. But I do like the fact that if you change your height, it automatically changes the weight to compensate for those changes. Really, really nice change that. It's quite cool. Then, like I say, you've got clothing. And the clothing options in this are really cool. Like I say, they have a number of ones that they can give you for free when you start. And obviously, as you level up your main account here, you unlock more as you go along. They do have credits. Now, it is worth noting at this point that there is not a single microtransaction in this game whatsoever. Not one. We spent a good 15 minutes trying to find any to see if there was a link to it. There isn't. What you can do is you can link your 2K account or make a 2K account with the game, and that will give you 250 credits straight up, which is really cool. I have also linked it to my Twitch and other socials, because in case they ever introduce drops or anything. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to, but being a streamer, I'm never going to say no to linking things to my Twitch. So yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of caps. There's a lot of different clothing items that you can have. That is really nice to see in a game like this. Like, customization and making your character your own, especially if you're going to be going through career mode for ages. It's a good thing. So you've got a lot of different options here, which can, you know, really make your character yours. What I would like to see is maybe a customization further of maybe having like a custom paint or a custom color to add to your player for the clothes, like having your predefined sets, but then maybe having one that you can color how you like would be a nice addition. Not needed, really not needed at all with what you've got. You've then got your golf bag, which is really nice. It gives you a lot of things that you can change out, a lot of different stuff that you can get. And whenever you enter it for the first time, it does explain what each of the clubs are. It is worth noting that it goes off a rarity system, the same with the clothes. So depending on what it is that you get, you can purchase your clubs with your in-game currency. And each club has different attributes. So one will make it go further, for example, whereas here over the right-hand side, you'll see that forgiveness and distance control, it's not a very forgiving club, which means if you cock up big style. And this is the same with all the clubs. They look really cool, though. They've done a lot of work on the design of them. I really like them. I think it's really cool. And again, you can earn your in-game currency quite quickly just by doing the seasons and career mode. So customization of your character is a big thumbs up from me. They also, because they have not a LAN mode, but you could say I could have somebody playing as a guest downstairs and myself playing upstairs on here. We could do a local PvP, which is kind of awesome to see in this day and age. I really, really like that. Or if you get yourself 2 controllers, you could probably play old school on the couch as well. But yeah, so it's really, really nice. I like it. It's good. Game modes. What is actually there to do? So you've got a lot of things that you can do. You can play a local match, which is just a single player, or PvP with somebody who is in your area. or you can play with ghosts, so you can play yourself essentially and get better in practice. You've got your matchmaking, your create private match, and join private match, which are your PvP modes online. And if you look at matchmaking, they've actually got a really nice system. They've got wagers here, which is really cool. So once you've got yourself a little stack of credits, you can go to wagers and you can buy in and bet with 3 other people to see who can win and who wins the money. I really like this. Again, there's no transactions, there's no microtransactions yet, which means that it's not going to put that thing where you want to buy more credits so you can gamble more. It's not including that, which is really nice to see. But this is a really cool way that you can earn more credits if you don't want to play single player. I like it. It's a good system. It incentivizes you to play PvP. At the minute, from what I've seen, there's not a huge PvP sort of area for it right now. Everybody's just playing through the campaign that's got it. There's a few people that have played some PvP matches. It took me a while to find somebody. In fact, I didn't actually find anybody because the matchmaking was quite long. I hope if the game gains traction and there's more people buy it, especially if there's like a Steam sale on or something, the PvP will increase. If it does, it will increase the longevity of this game. I know I, for one, will quite happily play against other people all the live long day. You've got 2 other different modes. You've got just a simple head-to-head and 2v2. Nothing really that you get out of it. I think you might get XP. I've not played any PvP modes because of the matchmaking taking so long, so I can't really say for sure. Outside of that, you've got your PGA Tour, which is your career mode. You start at a basic PGA. You've got your Q School, you've got your Corn Ferry Tour, you've got your Corn Ferry Tour Championship, and you've got your PGA Tour. They're the only ones that are available right now. But there's a lot of gameplay in that, depending on how much and how difficult you want to make it. For example, if we look at the Corn Ferry Tour, which is your beginner tournament, you've only got to finish in the top 50, which is easy enough. And then you've got your options here, which you can make however you want to. So you can really customize the difficulty to give you a good time. You can go to very hard and opponent difficulty. You can make the conditions incredibly difficult, including wind speed and all the other bits and pieces that come with it, and then the rounds per event. I always go with 3 rounds because 4 can be a bit lengthy. 1 is just too short. But if you make everything very hard and then go 1 round, you've only got 1 chance to do it. Each round is 18 holes, or at least it is on the Q School, and depending on where you come, depends on how much XP you earn. I failed my first season because I couldn't get my head around the wind, but once you get around that, you're generally okay. And then the second round, I absolutely stomped it. So on the PC downstairs, I've actually got it set to be on hard for the next match, even though we're going to be going into the Corn Ferry Tour. I will be playing this on stream again, guys, so if you want to catch me, it's Azrael112 on Twitch. Just copy the spelling in the top right-hand corner over here, and you will find me easy enough. Should we look at some gameplay? Let's look at some gameplay.
Something to do. I see you've chosen to drop into Quincy Downs Country Club today, and I won't fault you there. All you got to do is hit it straight up the middle, and then we'll take it from there.
Right, guys. So this is a single player mode. We're not playing career or anything. As you can see, it's very pretty. This is on high, not anything more. You do get these tooltips that tell you how to play the game, and it looks like you can't really get out of them, which is sort of annoying. Once you've done that, you can reset your shot and then you're away. So once you get through that little kind of tutorial, you're all good. And then you've got multiple things you can do. So you can change your shot, you can change the power of your shot depending on how far you move the thumbstick back. You can change the club that you use. You can go into this overhead mode, which you've just seen a tutorial of how to do. You can make your shot via right or via left. It's tend to, as a tip, go against the wind depending on where you want the ball to land. If you go with the wind, you've got to know what you're doing, otherwise your shots will go very poorly. On the right hand side, you've actually got a marker for roughly what you're going to be doing with the ball, whether you're going to be giving it some backspin or some topspin, and just how much you're banking the shot, etc. It's really, really cool. It gives you a lot of feedback. The commentators are arseholes, as they always are in these games. They like to give you shit. If you're not doing very well, they like to make you very well aware that they're very disappointed in you, sort of like a very disappointed parent. And yeah, the game just...
Look at that thing fly, just screaming.
It's really cool. What would be nice is if... I don't know if they have. I've not looked. I'll have to check after I've made this video, actually. But what would be nice is if you could change the announcers, change the commentators. Somebody said it would be really cool if you had some Australian commentators. So I don't know if that feature's in there, but if it is, awesome. If it's not, I hope they add it. Like, it was released today, so, you know, it's fine. Cool. But yeah, it plays very well. It plays very smooth. It's golf. You know, you've got to get it into where you need. And, oh god. Not do what I've just did, which is hit it nowhere near powerful enough. But I had a lot of fun today. 4 hours flew by. Like I say, I completed my first championship. I had a lot of fun on this game. I enjoyed it a lot. I would say probably, I don't know how much it is. I actually got this copy as a review copy. But I would say probably a lot of people will wait until the sale and pick it up then. It's just sort of like a downtime chill game. I really enjoy it. If you're into golf, I suspect you'll quite enjoy it too. If you're not into golf, give it a shot. Like I say, it's very good to just chill to and relax. And yeah, check it out, guys. This has been PGA 2K21. I really enjoy it. It's got the thumbs up of approval from me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Ciao, ciao.